Welcome back, class. This video will discuss today's entrance ticket questions and answers, so please pay close attention so you can complete the assignment properly, and also feel free to pause or rewind the video as needed. So your first question of today's entrance ticket is, what is the foreground? And the foreground is a front space of an artwork. This is depicted in the image below along with the other 3 parts of a landscape, so 4 parts total. The foreground is the front space of an artwork, which is the name itself is kind of odd because when you follow the pattern of background, middle ground, you would think this would be called the front ground, back, middle, front, but it is called the foreground, so just please, I guess, remember that difference in the name. Any landscape you create has a background where anything very close to the horizon line or even above it is the background. Everything in the front is the foreground where things are the largest, and the background things are the smallest, and the middle ground is the space that's in between. So I thought it was important to show this picture, even though it's not a 2-point perspective image, just to demonstrate the different sections of a landscape and where foreground is in comparison to all of those. So moving on, your next word is background, and background is the backspace of an artwork, which is pretty self-explanatory, hence this little bubble over here. This is background, and then this note, this is the background, shows items that are in the back of the artwork. Pretty self-explanatory, not much to talk about here. These are the only 2 questions on today's entrance ticket, so you already have the information that you need for that assignment. But I do want to move forward for just 1 more minute, if you guys can hang in with me, to discuss why we're even talking about these and how these relate to our project itself and even the essential question. So this is not in your entrance ticket, but we do want to ask ourselves, why do the objects in the foreground need to have the highest level of detail? And the answer is because they're closest to us. When you add depth and space, as you will be discussing in your essential question, to make it realistic, the things that are closest to us will have the highest level of detail, like this Cortez Hotel, and then all the way down here, things get less and less detailed as they go back, which essentially leads us to the second question, which is the same question in reverse, where it asks, why do objects become less detailed? And essentially it's because they're further away, and when things are furthest away, we see less detail. I mean, that's just kind of the way things work with our viewpoint in the world, and things in the foreground get larger, or they get larger and are more detailed. So that is it for today. Please make sure at the conclusion of this video, you complete your entrance ticket. Submit that for your easy 2 points to get the class started, and then spend the rest of the class just continuing to develop your final projects, adding as much detail as you can. And if you are done, which I'm hoping most of you are close to it, you also start to add color to your final project with color pencils, because this project is due next class, and I would love for everyone to get A's on the assignment. You just want to make sure that you finish as strong as you start. Please do not rush through the coloring job with the color pencils. Make sure you're still being diligent and taking your time with adding colors in all the spaces of your work. Make sure the color you're adding is purposeful, it's thoughtful, and it's not completely random and quickly done. Make sure that each color not only has a specific purpose, but that you are showing solid color and not showing the white grain of the paper through your color pencil marks. All right, that's all I have for now. Please make sure you do your entrance ticket and submit your photo of your progress today. And if you do finish early, you are welcome to submit your final project to the Day 7 folder, but please make sure it is as good as you can possibly make it, since it is worth 100 points. All right, guys, I hope you have a great class, and I look forward to seeing your projects today. All right, bye, everyone.